Shalom, shalom. Welcome back. I told you I'm coming right back. We are going to knock out a little mini Paul series. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to knock out a little mini Paul series, but this is also in correlation to everybody that twists what Paul is saying. It's not hard to understand him. Actually, it's really not. So, in order for that to be the case, you have to understand the scriptures. Meaning what? Read the foundations of Torah, then you understand where Paul is coming from. For example, people may say you don't need to keep the Shabbat. Okay, well, I have to disagree. You do need to keep it. Paul kept it. If you don't believe me, go to Acts chapter 18, verse 4. Acts chapter 18, verse 4. Let's just see what it says. Did Paul keep the Shabbat? He did. Because he knew Torah. He knew the instructions. He kept them. But let's just see it. Acts chapter 18, verse 4. And he reasoned in the synagogue every Shabbat. Okay? And persuaded both Yahudim and Yavanim. Or in your English translation, you may see where it says Jew or Greek. Different translations, I get it. But he reasoned in the synagogue every Shabbat. Why? Why Shabbat? It was a custom. To do what? Assemble in the temple. And do what? Read. Read the Torah. Even the Messiah did it. And just to prove that the Messiah also kept the Shabbat, so we're not, people are, oh no, that you see you're twisting it. Nope, not twisting it, reading it. So, let's see. I believe it is Matthew. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Make sure I pull this up carefully. Not carefully, but you get what I'm trying to say. There we go. I passed it. Yeah, here we go. Paul kept the Shabbat, also did the Messiah. Here we go. It is going to be Luke. That's what I was looking for. Luke, I did. So Luke chapter 4, 16 through 21. Luke chapter 4, 16 through 21. Chapter 4, yes. 16 through 21. And this is talking about the Messiah. So we just read in Acts chapter 18, verse 4, that Paul reasoned on the Shabbat, every Shabbat. What about the Messiah? He also kept the Shabbat. Literally. Luke chapter 4, verse 16 through 21. So he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. So he went back to his hometown. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Shabbat. Shalom, Aki, shalom. He went into the synagogue on the Shabbat day. This is the Messiah. And stood up to read. I probably need to do a lesson on this, actually. I'm going to probably do another video on this. I got 2 more videos to make. But the Messiah is doing the Shabbat. He's also reading on the Shabbat. Wow. A lot of you guys need to do this. You really do. Verse 17. And he was handed the book of the prophet Isaiah. Uh-oh. Yeah, to the people that says, oh, the Old Testament is done away with. You don't need to read the Old Testament. Messiah read it. And he never called it the Old Testament. He read through the prophet Isaiah. He read his book, his scroll. So he read from the prophet Isaiah's words. And what did he say? And when he opened the book, he found the place where it was written, the Spirit of Yahuwah is upon me because he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, to recovery of sight to the blind, to set at liberty those who are oppressed, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahuwah Then he closed the book and gave it back to the attendant and sat down, and the eyes of all who were in the synagogue were fixed on him. And he began to say to them, "Today this scripture is fulfilled in your hearing." Keep the Shabbat. I'm not even going to expound on it. Just keep the Shabbat. I actually might do a lesson on this, actually. Let me highlight this right now. Luke chapter 4, 16 through 21. I might do my next video based on this. So people can't say, oh, that's not what it says. Shh, stop talking. That's exactly what it says. Keep the Shabbat. Because Paul kept it. So stop twisting and saying Paul doesn't. No, yes, he did. He kept the Shabbat. And also did the Messiah. He definitely kept the Shabbat. As did the other prophets. As did the Yahudim. We kept it. Okay? It's really not my point. But honestly, I'm throwing it out there. Keep the Shabbat. Please. Thank you. But I'm going to be making another video. Okay? We've already twisted Paul's words. He kept the Shabbat. And he also, I think my next video will be probably, he kept the feast days. I'll probably do my next video on that. So, I will see y'all soon. Shalom, family.